Hello everyone. Today we will start with quantitative aptitude topic, simple interest and compound interest. So first we will see what is simple interest. Simple interest, it is abbreviated as SI, is the method of calculating the interest amount for some principal amount of money. So have you ever borrowed money from your siblings when your pocket money got exhausted? Or let him maybe. What happened when you borrow money? Use that money for the purpose you had borrowed it in the first place. After that, you return that money whenever you get the next month's pocket money from your parents. This is how borrowing and lending work at home. But in the real world, money is not free to borrow. So you often have to borrow money from your banks in the form of loan. During payback, apart from the loan amount, you pay some more money that depends on the loan amount as well as the time for which you borrow. This is called as simple interest. So this is we will see the formula of the simple interest. The formula for a simple interest helps you to find the interest amount if the principal amount, rate of interest and time period are given. So SI equals to P into R into T divided by 100. This is the formula for simple interest. SI equals to P is principal, R is rate of interest, and T is time period in years. It is divided by 100. This is simple interest formula. When you have to calculate the total amount, then A equals to principal plus interest. Okay, this is formula for amount. Amount is the total money paid back at the end of the time period for which it was borrowed. So this is the formula for simple interest and amount. So we'll see the examples for the simple interest. First, question 1. Here you can see the question. At what rate percent per annum using simple interest will a sum of money double in 8 years? So here you can see the 8 years, that is time is given. Okay, and SI equals to principal amount. So what is the formula for SI? SI equals to PRT divided by 100, where you have to find the rate of interest, right? So it will be SI into 100. This will be cross multiplication, and it is divided by P divided by T, where here you can see the SI equals to PI. Okay, this is SI equals to PI. So this will get deleted. Here T is given as 8 years, so 12.5% per annum is the rate of interest. Okay, this is solution for first question. Now we will see the second question. So a sum of money at simple interest amount to 815 in 3 years and 854 in 4 years, then we have to calculate the sum. Okay, so here we have the SI for 1 year. Simple interest for 1 year we have to calculate using as the 3 year and 4 years SI is given. So SI for 1 year is the difference between this, that is 854 and 815. You will get it is as 39. And so SI for 3 years, SI for 3 years is 39 into 3. Then you will get it as 117. So principal amount for SI is amount is 850 minus interest is 117. So this you will get as 698 as a principal amount. Okay. Because here you can see the formula is A equals to P plus I, but here we have to find the P, then it will comes as A minus I equals to P. So this is amount and this is interest. Okay, so you will get it as P. Next question, what is the rate of simple interest? As given as the total interest earned was rupees 4,000 and the sum was invested for 4 years. Okay, statement 1 allow, we have to check whether it is sufficient or not. The given statements, only one is sufficient or two is sufficient or both we want to answer the question. So this will not, so we will take A. The statement 1 alone are sufficient to answer the question, while the data in statement 2 are alone are not sufficient to answer the question. B. And these are the options. Okay, 1 is sufficient, 2 is not sufficient, 2 is sufficient, 1 is not sufficient. So 1 or 2 alone are sufficient or together are not sufficient. So we will see the explanation here. The formula is P into R into T for simple interest, right? So here simple interest is given as 4,000 and T is given as 4 years. Okay. So but P is unknown, P is not known, so we cannot find the R. So given the data is insufficient to get the R, okay. You want minimum 3 quantities here. So here only given as 2 quantities. SI is given and T is given, but P is not given. So how can we find the R, rate of interest? So both are not sufficient to get the R value. Next question, a sum of 25,000 becomes 27,250 at the end of 3 years. When calculated at simple interest, find the rate of interest. We have to find the rate of interest. So simple interest is given for 3 years is 27. Simple interest equals to 2725 at the end of 3 years. So what is the difference is 2250. Time is given as 3 years, right? So how we will calculate SI is P, T and R divided by 100. So you have to find the R. So SI into 100. It is divided by P and T. So R equals to SI is 2250 into 100. Principal value is 25,000 into time period is given as 3 years. So you will calculate this. Okay. So you will get that as 3% as rate of interest. Okay, this is the solution. Next question. Next question. Ariel takes a loan of $8,000 to buy a used truck at the rate of 9% simple interest. Calculate the annual interest to be paid for the loan amount. Okay. So from the details given in the problem, principal amount is, this is the principal amount. Rate of interest is given as 9% or 0.009. When it is divided by, then you will get at 0.009. Okay. As the annual interest is to be calculated, the time period for T equals to annual interest. Okay. This is only for 1 year. So annual interest, then time period is equals to 1. So I is 8,000, time period is 1, and rate of interest 0.001. So you will get it as 70 to 720. Okay. So this is simple interest equals to P, T and R divided by 100. So this is 8,000. Time period is 1 year, and this is 0.09. Okay, as it is already divided by 100, you will get 0.09. So you will get 720 as the simple interest, right? After calculation, you will get 8,000 multiplied by 0.09. You will get it as 720 as a simple interest. Next question. In what time will the simple interest on rupees 400 at 10% per annum be the same as the simple interest on 1000 for 4 years at 4% per annum? So here is given as principal amount as 1000, right? Principal amount as 1000, then time is equals to 4 years, and rate of interest is given as 4%. Okay, for second thing. Okay, this. So simple interest you will calculate as 1000 into 4 into 4 divided by 100, then you will get 160. Now simple interest as 160 and principal amount is given as 400. Rate of interest is given as 10%. So you have to find the time. So 160 equals to principal amount is 400, 10 and time into 100. This you will get 40, 160 divided by 40. Then T you will get as 4 years. This is the solution of this question. Okay. Question 6. A financier claims to be lending money at simple interest, but he includes the interest every 6 months for calculating the principal. If he is charging an interest of 10%, the effective rate of interest becomes. Okay. So let the sum is 100. We have to consider the sum. So the sum is 100. As the financial includes interest every 6 months, then we will calculate SI for 6 months. Then again for 6 months as below. So SI for first 6 months is 100 is the sum, that is principal amount. Rate of interest is 10 and the year tenure is 100 into 2, that is this is for 6 months, so half year. Okay, so you will get it as rupees 5. Okay, so important. Now sum equals to principal, that is 100 plus interest is 5, so you will get it as 1105. So if SI for last 6 months, SI for last 6 months is 105 into 10% for next 6 months. You will calculate it as this is for next 6 months, that is half year. So you will get it as 5.25 as the SI. So amount at the end of the year will be amount. You have to calculate the amount. So this is principal is 100 plus SI is 5 plus 5.25. Right, this is the first SI for 6 months and the next SI for next 6 months, that is 5.25. You will get it as 110.25. This is the amount. So effective rate is 110.25 minus 100, so principal amount, so you will get it as the answer as 10.25 as the rate. Okay, I simple interest is A minus P, so this is the amount and this is the principal amount. You will get it as the rate. Okay, next question. So here question 7, a man borrowed some amount. After 3 years, he paid 10,400 with 10% interest. Then how much amount he borrowed? Okay, the options are given as 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 and 1,000. So here we will calculate the amount borrowed. So rate of interest is given as 10%. Time is equals to 3 years. Accumulated amount A is given as 10,400 rupees. So principal, we will consider the principal amount as 100 rupees. So SI for 3 years. Okay, SI for 3 years, how you will calculate? Principal amount is 100 into rate of interest is 10 and for 3 years it is divided by 100, you will get it as 30. So principal amount plus SI, you will get the amount it as 130. So if the amount is 10,400, P will be 10,400 into 100 divided by the amount, that is 130. So you will get the principal as 8,000. Okay. So next we will see the compound interest questions. Compound interest. Compound interest is the interest calculated on the principal and the interest accumulated over the previous period. It is different from the simple interest where interest is not added to the principal while calculating the interest during the next period. Compound interest finds its usage in most of the transactions in the banking, finance sectors, also in other areas as well. Some of the its applications are increase or decrease in population, the growth of the bacteria, rise or depreciation in the value of an item. So compound interest, to understand the compound interest, we need to do its mathematical calculations. To calculate compound interest, we need to know the amount and principal. It is difference between amount and the principal. So this is the formula: compound interest equals to amount minus principal, where the amount is given by A is amount, P is principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the number of times interest is compounded per year. So it is to be noted that the above formula is the general formula for the number of times the principal is compounded in a year. If the amount is compounded annually, the amount is given as so. Compound interest amount, we have seen the amount minus principal. This is comes as compound interest, and amount equals to P 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to T. This is the amount formula. So we'll take one example. Question 1. Find the compound interest of 8,000 at 50% per annum for 2 years and 4 months compounded annually. So time is given as 2 years, 4 months. So this is divided by 12. So you will get it as 2, 1 by 3 years. So amount equals to, we have to find the amount is 8,000, principal amount is given. So 8,000x is 1 plus R is 15 by 100. So this is raised to 2. Okay. This is multiplication. So then 1 plus 1 by 3 into 15 divided by 100. So you will get it as 11109. Okay, we don't have here the space. So how will 8,000? It's a 1 plus 15 by 100. You will get it as 23 by 20. And again 23 by 20, as because it is square. So this is 21 by 20. So you will get 1109 as the amount. So amount is 11109 and the principal amount is 8,000. So you will get the CI as 3109. This is the compound interest. Okay. Find the compound interest on find the compound interest on 7,500 at 4% per annum for 2 years compounded annually. So you will have to calculate the amount. 7 If 500 is the principal into 1 plus R is 4 divided by 100, it is raised to 2 into 26 by 25 into 26 by 25. So you will get 8112. This is the amount. Okay. Next question, we will see question 5th. So in what time will 1000 become 1131 at 10% per annum compounded annually? The principal amount is given as 1000. This is the next question. So amount is given as 1331 and rate is given as 10%. Let the time be n years. Okay. So 1000 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to n. Okay, n is given as. So SI equals to 1331. Amount is given. So you have to calculate the n number of years. So you will get the as it is 3 years. Next question. Today we will stop here. Please do practice at your home. Try to solve all other problems. If you have any query or doubt, please ask me. We will end this meeting. Thank you, everyone.